She never thought you'd actually do it. But when you walked away with confidence and composure, you turned her world upside down. Now, she's replaying every interaction, checking her phone, and realizing she lost a man she can't replace. Why do women always come back when you walk away? In this video, I'll break down the psychological principle that makes this happen every time. Stick around. This will completely change how you approach relationships. Before we dive in, make sure you become a member. Exclusive content is coming soon, filled with insights on mastering modern relationships, only available to members. Don't miss out. Section 1. The psychology of walking away. Walking away isn't just about creating distance. It's a deliberate action that speaks louder than words. Here's why it's so effective. 1. Walking away signals. Value by choosing to walk away, you send a clear message. I don't need you to feel complete. This isn't arrogance, it's self-respect. Many men, when faced with distance or conflict, cling harder, texting more, calling more, doing whatever they can to fix things. But this approach only diminishes their perceived value. It makes them seem dependent, a trait that can be unattractive. 2. Walking away. Triggers scarcity. People value what they fear losing. When you walk away, you become scarce. What she once took for granted suddenly feels like a privilege. Your absence creates a vacuum, making her question everything. Why isn't he chasing me? Did I underestimate him? Am I losing someone irreplaceable? 3. Walking away creates mystery. Humans are naturally drawn to the unknown. When you remove yourself from her life, you leave an empty space her mind is compelled to fill. What's he up to? Is he happier without me? Has he moved on? This uncertainty keeps her focused on you, even when you're not around. 4. Walking away shifts the power dynamic. In most relationships, the person who cares less holds more power. Walking away shows her that you're in control, not of her, but of yourself. You're not reacting emotionally. You're making a calculated decision to prioritize yourself. This kind of composure is highly attractive. It signals strength, independence, and maturity. Walking away isn't just a tactic. It's a mindset. It's about recognizing your worth and refusing to settle for less. When you embrace this perspective, the power dynamic shifts instantly. Section 2. Why women always come back. Let's make one thing clear. Women don't come back because they miss you. They come back because they realize what they lost. Understanding this distinction is key to unlocking the psychology behind their behavior. 1. Women come back because of comparison. After you walk away, she'll meet other men. But here's the truth. Most won't measure up. Why? Because you set a standard. You showed her what it's like to be with someone who respects himself and isn't afraid to walk away when necessary. Other men might be charming or good-looking, but they'll lack the emotional depth and self-assurance you had. And every time she notices this gap, her regret intensifies. 2. Women come back because of unresolved emotions. Walking away leaves her with a sense of incompleteness. She didn't get the closure she expected, and that keeps her mind locked on you. She'll replay every disagreement, every moment of tension, trying to understand what went wrong. But here's the kicker. She's not overanalyzing to solve the problem. She's doing it to justify the feelings of loss. 3. Women come back because of emotional triggers. Humans are emotional creatures, and emotions are tied to memories. When you walk away, you leave behind emotional imprints, moments of joy, comfort, even tension that she unconsciously associates with you. These triggers can be as simple as hearing a song you both loved or visiting a place you used to go together. Each time she experiences one, the longing for you grows. 4. Women come back because of regret. Regret is one of the strongest motivators. It's not just about losing you. It's about losing the opportunity to be with someone exceptional. When she sees you thriving without her, that regret only deepens. While she's stuck in the past, you've already moved forward, and that realization makes her want to reconnect. Section 3. The power of silence. Silence is one of the most overlooked yet powerful tools in relationships. It's a force that speaks louder than words. When you master the art of silence, you'll understand how much influence it carries. 1. Silence creates curiosity. Humans dislike uncertainty. When you go silent, no calls, no texts, no responses, it leaves a void her mind rushes to fill. Why did he stop reaching out? Did something happen? Is he seeing someone else? The more she questions, the more she fixates on you. 2. Silence builds tension. Not all tension is bad. In fact, it can be a powerful motivator. Silence creates a psychological pull, making her want to break it. The longer you remain silent, the heavier the weight of unresolved emotions feels. When she finally reaches out, it won't necessarily be for closure. It'll be to re-establish the connection. 3. Silence demands respect. By not responding, you show that you're not at her beck and call. This sets a boundary, one that reinforces the idea that your time and energy are valuable. People respect those who respect themselves, and silence is a way to enforce that. 4. Silence lets you regain control. By choosing not to engage, you shift the focus back onto yourself. Instead of reacting to her actions, you create space to focus on your growth. And in that silence, your value in her eyes only increases. Section 4. The scarcity effect in relationships. Scarcity is one of the most powerful psychological principles. It applies to everything, including relationships. When something becomes scarce, its value rises. 1. Scarcity amplifies desire. If you're always available, she doesn't have to think about you. But when you pull away, you create scarcity. Suddenly, your presence isn't guaranteed, and that uncertainty makes her want it more. 2. Scarcity creates urgency. People act quickly when they fear losing something valuable. Walking away sends a message that your time, energy, and love aren't limitless. This forces her to reevaluate her priorities and consider what she's losing by not having you in her life. 3. Scarcity highlights your uniqueness. When you're gone, she starts comparing you to others. If you were a high-value man, confident, self-respecting, and purposeful, those comparisons won't work in anyone else's favor. The more she interacts with other men, the more she realizes how rare you actually are. Now you understand why walking away is so powerful and why women so often come back. Focus on yourself, build your value, and let your actions do the talking. If this video helped, hit the like button and subscribe for more insights to level up your mindset. Drop a comment below. What's one thing you're working on to become the best version of yourself? See you in the next one.